Hello everyone, this is Pranava and in today's video we'll be solving another challenge from MetaCTF April 2024 challenge. So let's dive in. Coming to the challenge. Dang, I really messed up this flash drive. I should probably have my G-parted privileges taken away. Anyways, the flag is on the second partition in this disk image. Let me open this file and save it here. Okay. Let me open up my terminal. I'll zoom in and then see the downloads. Inside my downloads folder, I see the file. What kind of file is this file? And then, yeah. So this file is a DOS MBR boot. Okay, it's an image file, a bootable image file. And then partition one, the data related to it, like the ID and those things. And then we also see a partition 2 here. Okay, so this is a bootable file. I using fdisk. Yeah, we can look at the partitions in a more better way. So file name. So yeah, we can see the partitions here. That is 1 and 2. They've specified us that the flag is in the second partition of. Okay, good. So we are able to see two partitions in this disk file. Well, so one option is we can mount this file into our system and then extract the file, maybe the flag.txt from the second partition of this file, image file. But before that, I just want to look if there's any strings or something which we can look into this file. So strings, no, there's no flag here. Please look elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, so there's no flag or any other hint inside this strings also. Okay, so let's mount this file, right? We can use something like a loop device. There's a tool called LO setup, if I'm right. Yeah, that's a tool, LO setup. Let me open the help. Yeah. So this is going to basically take our disk file and then it's going to image file, basically the disk image file, and then it's going to be using the loop which is there inside our system loop device, and then it's going to print out the contents of the image file into the folder which we mentioned. To use this tool exactly, I'm not sure of the command, so let's Google this. How to mount a disk image.img file in Linux. I'll open up this website. Okay, let me raw image dump files and mounting and resizing partition. So introduction. Nah, I'm not going to be reading this. Image raw dump file format. IMG or image file usually have the .img extension and contains one or multiple file systems in the raw binary format. In other words, we can expect a bit by bit copy of the data from a given partition or whole storage medium. Yeah, basically it's just describing how we can mount or read from a image file. So I'll just skip that. Generate image file, no need. View raw, no. Mount a image file, yeah. Although image files can store whole disk, if a given image file only holds one file system, that is partition, we might be able to mount it directly. In our case, we have two file systems, right? So file f disk, and we see the file. We can see the two partitions stored inside our image file. Okay, so we might have to specify the partition while we are going to be saving or mounting into our system. Okay, to mount the files we use so-called loop devices. In short, a loop device maps blocks from a regular file to a loop block device. After doing so, we can access the target loop file as usual for such devices. So let's assume first we dumped this into, okay, I mean that's, I don't know what is that. We don't need to do this, we can skip this. Now we use LO setup to mount this new file. Yeah, I just needed this one. Okay, so hello setup and then the dev loop and the address to it, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so in our case, if you're having multiple partitions in it, you'll have to specify another parameter that is, I guess, hyphen p. Let me check. Hello setup hyphen help, and then it's here somewhere. Yeah, hyphen p, which is path scan, creates a partition loop device. So basically, since we have two partitions inside this image file, we need to separate those two, right? So okay, let me bring the terminal in the. Let me clear my terminal. So hello setup. Let me use sudo, which usually requires privileges. So hello setup hyphen p, and then I need to mention this. Okay, so dev loop. I'm just going to give a random thing 1 2 3. Then the image file. Okay, in my case is this, and here goes my sudo password. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this has saved the disk file into a loop using dev. I mean the dev loop, that block, and then it's going to be storing our two different partitions. That's why we have specified as p. Okay, now notably, instead of choosing it, we can omit the loop device path and the system will choose or create a free one in this case. Yeah, basically, a loop device, I just specified the address to be 1 2 3, or you can just omit that address to, it's going to take whatever is free. That's what they're describing. Next, since the device contains only a single file system, we can create a mount point and mount it directly. We have 2 points, so let's also create a directory mkdir. I'll just do it in my temp folder, then dump. I'm just going to create a folder like that. Okay, so I hope that is created. I did not use sudo. Now let's mount this loop and the partition which is there into this folder. So mount, then I'm going to specify the loop address which I had. So it's using, you can see here in loop 1 2 3, I have p1 and p2, which is partition 1 and partition 2. So I'll only be using the partition 2. So I'll specify it as p2, and then my address, which is temp and dump. Yeah, that should do it. Must be super. Okay, sudo. Yeah, so now if I go to my temp and dump, I should see two files. Okay, so cdm e cde, uh what is this? Let me reduce my term size. When I do the tree, I can see. Oh, what is this? Okay, I can see the folder name containing the flag. Okay, okay. Yeah, we have a better way to do that. So let me go back here and then cm, then use this I. Yeah, I just press the tab button and then with the command, so that's going to print it. And then let me remove all these unwanted flashes. Okay, this, and I could have done it in a better way, but for the time being, this is good. Also remove this, all these slashes. Yeah, and we get the flag that is MetaCTF. It's a partition table party. Great. Yeah. So we have successfully mounted this file into my temp directory, and then put all the files which is inside of the image file into this directory using a loop block. using dev, and then we gave a special address to the loop device and then saved it here. So this was just about, I guess, just about the mounting challenge. Yeah, that's it. So okay then, hope you enjoyed and learned something new out of this video. Thank you.